People need to understand and learn to detach social media from real life. And Mizzy, this online persona I created, is literally social proof that society is weak.
This is, by far, the biggest load of crock of shit I have heard in my life. No bullshit, let's go. Welcome to Devin GTV, where I act like I know a whole lot. I try to learn a little bit, but I don't really know shit. So, Tik Tok Mizzy. I actually did a reaction on Tik Tok Mizzy, but unfortunately, it got taken down by YouTube because I guess I went too hard. I went hard on this young dumbass dude. I gotta keep it calm. I can't go as hard as I want to go. But from what I hear, he got arrested again after getting arrested for the first time. And I think they put they had fined him like $480 something for walking into those folks' home. You didn't walk into these folks' home with their kids, man, and you didn't frighten them. You didn't traumatize these folks because you want to be funny. I ain't gonna say be funny, because that shit wasn't funny. But anyway, so Tik Tok Mizzy went on, was it Andrew Walker's talk show? I've never seen it before. And I guess they get into an argument and he storms off. Like a kid. He probably couldn't handle an adult conversation, ask some real life adult questions on why you so damn stupid, and he storms off. So, anyway, before we get started, do your boy a favor, smash a thumbs up, like, share, and comment. Most importantly, if you are new to the channel, this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget that damn bell. And let's get to it, y'all.
To say the man that offended Piers Morgan more than anybody else I can think of is in the studio with us. He's one of the biggest TikTok stars. He's controversial. He's been in court a couple of times.
I don't like that they pumping this dude up as if he's one of the biggest famous TikTokers for something positive. He is probably the worst influencer out there.
Mizzy, welcome.
This is punk ass.
How are you?
Look at this punk ass.
He's moody.
He's a bit moody.
Why are you upset?
Moody.
I have a message
What's
for
the
the whole
message?
world.
Right,
I
go
had
for
to
it.
script.
Okay.
And I have something I want to say.
Go for it.
Let's see if he can read.
This is a message to everyone. And to get where I am right now to spread this message, I needed to do things in a different way. In a way a lot of people wouldn't agree on. I have remorse, and I know when to take accountability for my actions in my personal life, when I'm Bakari, not when I'm showing you Mizzy on the internet. I don't condone what I do, nor do I tell anyone to repeat any of my actions. People need to understand and learn to detach social media from real life. As social media is just one big game. And Mizzy, this online persona I created, is literally social proof that society is weak.
This is, by far, the biggest load of crock of shit I have heard in my life. He say that Mizzy is a facade. This is the person that I act out on TV. I'm sorry, behind camera to as a persona. Bro, you shut up. No, bro, that's who you are. Bro, you are walking into people's houses unannounced, unwanted. You are stealing people's dogs. Bro, shut the hell up, man. Who wrote this for him? Who wrote this for him? Ain't no goddamn way he wrote this. Trying to sound intelligent. He sounds stupid. They shouldn't have gave his ass airtime.
And Mizzy is exactly what is wrong with this new online modern day society. You're all capitalizing on Mizzy right now. This interview literally has Mizzy on the headlines, bro. And you're making money over my appeal to the public, whether it's good or bad. Think about it. The only reason I've been making news and headlines for so long is because I'm young, black, and doing something different.
The only reason he's making headlines is because he's young, black, and doing something different. Not because he's a menace. Not because of those, but because he's young, black, and talented. They shine a light on him. People are trying to steal his fame and ride his coattail. This boy is delusional as they can become. Ah, man.
And the mainstream media think they can use me as an example, put me on TV so I can make a fool out of myself and appeal to the stereotype.
It's too late.
It's a simple distraction technique used by the mainstream media to divert attention from the real problems in this country. If I wasn't the TikTok terror or done what I needed to do, would I be on this show right now or even on Piers Morgan? It's all propaganda at the end of the day.
I'm much of this shit am I supposed to take, bro? When he hurry up, because dude, bro, this boy says propaganda. See, people like him, bro, make black folks look bad. People like him, man, they give us a bad rep. Look, for everybody who's not black, he don't represent us. All right.
Have had their own fair share of controversies, worse than mine even, and still have a platform, and that's because we give it to them with any type of attention. I'm just a teen from these rough areas. As journalists, it's your job to be highlighting the misery of people in this country and figuring out what their causes are instead of bringing some TikToker that makes silly pranks onto your show for views and ratings. It's all about painting a picture in your mind. Mainstream media have been doing it for years.
They can't keep a straight face.
They get their paycheck by writing numerous articles, posting controversial videos, and twisting stories to change the audience's narrative. The movement is real.
Okay, Mizzy, there's loads of stuff that to unpick.
Get him!
The first...
I'm sorry, I'm getting too hype. I've been waiting for the host to talk. Because first off, we have a white person. It looks like two Hispanic person, or maybe one Hispanic person and one Latino. So we had and a black person, I guess. So I cannot wait to see how to respond to his letter.
First question I would ask you is, do you feel that the reason you've done all this is because you've been stereotyped based on your working class background, based on coming from Hackney, and based on being a young black man in London?
You can say that, yes, because there's been many other pranksters that do worse things than me. There's guys that are doing, like, I don't even know what I can say on here, but there's guys that are doing rape pranks out here.
I watched one thing. I watched one thing that you did, which genuinely did get me thinking. You know, when you walked into that very wealthy person's house, you could apologise all day, but part of the shock of it was a young black man walking into a wealthy person's house. That's what I took from it, and I thought that potentially you were attempting to highlight racism by that prank.
I was trying to say that if a white person done that and called it a prank, made it a trend and whatever, it wouldn't have gone this far. It wouldn't have been on Piers Morgan. It wouldn't have been news headlines.
If you and me had walked into somebody's house and gone, we think that, is this the place where the study group is? They wouldn't have been as shocked, would they? I genuinely believe that.
See, this is the shit that pisses me off, bro. Why are they going along with this mess? Dude, no. It's not because of your damn color. It's because you walked in somebody else's house. Unannounced, unwanted. You know what I'm saying? You were trespassing. It wasn't about color. Tomorrow, man, because I'm black, that's why it's highlighted. Man, you don't get your ass on with that bull.
Tell me about your life. Tell me about your life.
Because I'm trying to get onto me because I'm black. Because I guarantee...
Because you're black?
Person, yeah, I guarantee...
I don't give a damn about your skin colour.
Really?
No. Why would I care what colour your skin is? Really? I just think you're an idiot.
Oh, thank you. I think you're an idiot too.
That's fine. Man, you're perfectly entitled to.
It's very interesting that you say that, though, because I think if a young lad walked into my house as confidently and as brazenly as you did, without like asking the lady in the front garden, is this where the study group is or whatever, I would be nervous still. But
isn't that also a commentary on the fact that young people have a bad reputation?
That's
so it's not just the
That's what Mizzy is trying to represent.
Man, dude, why are they giving this dude airtime? Why are they cradling? I can't even talk. Cradling his bullshit, bro. It is not because he's an idiot. That is what Mizzy's trying to portray. I'm trying to get the message out that a young black man is out here trying to be successful, you know, and because I'm doing pranks, I am being highlighted as a troublesome young black man. When people are out here doing worse things. Bro, it's not about everybody else, this is about you.
Well, there's been many other Mizzys before. Mizzy's an online social media persona like I'm trying to portray.
But do you think it's okay to frighten people in the way that you frighten people? Because what I will say is this, you're not picking on, like when you nicked the dog, you didn't pick on a big strapping black Mizzy. You picked on an old lady.
Even that situation got out of perspective.
Full of crap,
hello.
Hi.
You got a nice dog?
Sorry?
You got a nice dog?
She's lovely, she's...
Gang, whole lot of gang.
The people's dogs are being stolen, and it's upsetting, disturbing, and just downright
And
wrong.
you have that emotional attachment.
You do.
Absolutely.
People, you know, they're part of people's family. But what? So what? It's
Get him, girl.
You say
Get him,
with
girl.
your mates.
When you're with your friends and you're young and you're just hyped up and you're living in the moment, you get, like, sometimes you get a hold of yourself, innit? And you don't know what you're doing at the time. Everyone makes mistakes, and when you're young, you make the most mistakes.
I cut it out, bro. You know what the hell you're doing. You trying to sell a goddamn old story to my son, man. I was just influenced by my friends. I was having a good time. I didn't know what I was doing. You were very well aware of what the hell you were doing because you had your phone. You had your phone, you had it on live, you had it on record, and you done the shit. Bro, you had this planned out before you came here, purposely expecting what they were going to ask, so you could have your rebuttal.
The things that you did say you made a mistake on was the walking into the house, which we alluded to before. Let's have a quick look at that.
Look, man, you know something too? Is that it's all black dudes. All young black dudes, and I assume these people are white, or whatever they are, they're not black. The fact that they knew that these people were going to be scared, that's why they done it. It was an intimidation factor.
I mean, it happened to me once. I remember once I used to smoke cigars in my house. How pretentious does that sound?
Oh, wow.
I smoked cigars in my house. I left the door open, and a couple of guys walked in who thought there was a house party. They'd got the wrong address. It is very intimidating. I mean, Mizzy, you apologised to that family, didn't you?
Who are you looking at?
Did you apologise?
Yes, I did.
Why are you looking at her?
The next day, on my own accord, because like I said, social media is like a facade, like it's literally a game. Yeah. On my own accord, I went to the house the next day and apologised and took accountability for my actions because I have a child myself.
He said he had this child himself. This dumbass, young-ass, ignorant dude has a child himself. And this is the problem that's wrong with society right now. It's people like this are having kids. People like this are parents. And so he's an influence on this young child who see his father doing stuff like this and imagine how the son is thinking. And so now his son is going to grow up being a menace just like his dad.
You've come in here, you seem like a nice bloke to me, but
right.
You seem upset about something. Do you feel that people have mistreated you?
Yes, you can say that, but it's all just part of a bigger plan.
And how do you feel people have mistreated you?
Because of the way I portrayed myself.
There's no doubt about it. Young people all over this country know who you are, but at the same time, you've got to recognise the significant harm you've done because this is effectively bullying people on TV. You know, you're clearly an intelligent guy. You're an intimidating guy.
Intimidating to who? I see right through that crap, man. And I'm sure everyone else, if you grew up in an area of poverty, I ain't gonna say poverty. You know, if you grew up in an area where you had to defend yourself, you know, where you couldn't be no chump, you can see right through a person who's pretending. He's pretending. That's not who he is.
And by the way, you didn't vault a Jewish person. You pushed a guy into the road. And that, I have to say, is something that if I was just stood at the bus stop and I got shoved into the road by somebody, it wouldn't be about black or white, young or old. I'd have been shoved into the road. I'm very upset.
What's your response? What's your response?
Could you have pranked your mates and not been pranking the police?
Look, he don't like the truth.
So that if you can do your pranks, you can have your ideas, but you do it with your mates.
He don't like the truth. What's your response?
You're staring at me, but I think it's a legitimate question, isn't it?
He don't like it. It's the truth, bruh. You're selfish as hell. It's all about you. It's not about no message. You're trying to become famous, and you willing to do whatever it takes and embarrass and endanger anybody's lives to get you where you need to get. That's why he has no response. And right now, he's doing an intimidation look, boy. Man, he don't get his ass on some damn where.
I've got a question for you, Mizzy. Now, do you think that social media itself has pushed you to sort of make this point? Essentially trying to tell people that racism has meant that you have experienced a particular kind of backlash that other people haven't. Would you say that's right?
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Are you, hang on a second, are you somebody who will only answer questions if they go your way?
Got it.
Okay,
Got him.
so in that case, can you answer my question about whether you believe that you are part of a narcissistic society that is willing to take the benefit from notoriety but not willing to accept the damage that's done in the creation of that notoriety?
I've accepted the damage I've done. I went to prison for a couple of days and whatnot.
The boss, I went to prison for a couple of days. If you guys did not watch his last interview, what he said is that it's not my fault that the UK laws are weak. Bro, so you know that after you get done doing these little pranks that you so-called pranks, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. You're gonna get a little slap on the wrist, bro, and it's done. No, you're not sorry, bro. No, you haven't suffered any consequences because there's not a consequence. But let that have been in the US, though. In the US. USA.
Bakari's the mastermind behind Mizzy. In real life, I know what Mizzy's doing is going to cause real life consequences and actions, but that's not the bigger... there's a bigger issue at hand here.
What's the bigger issue?
Why am I even here? We're actually talking for a while. Why am I here? You could be talking about anything else. Train strikes, world hunger, anything.
Because you've caused a lot of people to be very upset.
Stupid,
that's why you're here.
There's a real concern here that social media is projecting people to the top who actually are behaving in a way that's unacceptable in our society. Look, if you're attempting to make a protest, protest. I understand that. My worry, and it is a real worry, is that somebody like you who's clever, somebody like you who's able, is instead being pushed into the notoriety of criminality in order to get where you are in society.
Absolutely agree.
I think it's really dangerous. What you represent is very, very bad.
100%. 100%, because everybody else sees him, especially the younger generation. Like his son, for example. If they see, hey, I can go out here and terrorize people and rob banks and, you know, rape and, you know, break into houses to become famous, then they gonna do it. The image you portray, you know what I'm saying, shows a lot. Like, right now, and I hate to say this, and I really do. I hate to say this. He's an influence on the younger generation. There are people right now who's watching Mizzy thinking, oh, Mizzy's the man.
It's a social media persona. I'm showing you guys.
But remember that is you.
You're talking about social media. Yes, of course. That message at the start was part of the plan.
The slight problem is when you talk about yourself in the third person. Remember, both of these people are you.
Yes.
I know this at the end of the day. I'm not saying this. I'm saying that social media and real life are different things.
When you turn around and go, I accept that what Mizzy does is very bad. I accept that Mizzy has upset people. I accept that Mizzy's guilty.
Same person, bro.
It's literally you. Right? It's literally
stupid ass. Like an actor. Like he's an actor. I'm behind camera and I'm doing these stunts. But once the camera's off, no, bro. Nah, dog. When your ass walk out, dog, you are the person who done this. Whatever his dumb ass name is, bro. Like, y'all not two separate people. Is this dude, like, what's the word? Multiple personalities? That's a professional word for it. Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
What you are basically saying is you are doing something that I've seen so many times in our modern society.
So many times. This is what I'm trying to show you guys. It's a cycle. Like, literally, it's a formula. Social media is a game in itself.
That's right.
You guys are playing the game. And I'm proving it right now. I'm proving it.
And you were successful at it.
I don't have to prank ever again. I don't have to prank ever again. It's what the media portrays, bro.
You literally told Piers
Morgan. I told Piers Morgan, and obviously, ever since then.
Like right now, dog. How you gonna go on somebody else's show and argue with them? How disrespectful is that? And I'm telling how old this dude is, but I'm pretty sure they are older than him. How the hell are you arguing with adults? And you're wrong.
And
I saw an interview where you literally said,
racism right there, though. What is that, bro?
I saw an interview where you literally said that your mum's not speaking to you and your sisters don't like everything they do that you do, but they still are speaking.
You said it.
Were you lying?
You said it.
No, at the time, no. And it doesn't matter what I was not speaking to my mum about.
You pulled
me and my mum are fine now.
You pulled me up on an important question. Look,
this is today's mail.
I've had enough of his stupid pranks. He needs to get a job. And look at him on the front page like he don't have a worry in the world.
Do you mind if I finish this question? The point is this, that what you have proved successfully is that if you go out and you behave really badly, if you go out and you waste the skills that you've got, if you use that by upsetting people, offending people, stealing, throwing people into the road, but doesn't it also mean that you've done something really bad that's going to encourage other young people to follow your lead? But the reality is that what you are doing here, there's going to be 1,000 young people who go out shoving people into the street, walking into people's houses,
like I said earlier,
because they don't have the intelligence.
But
and they
this
don't
has
have
been
the
done before. This has been done before. I am the first person that has done this. It's just a formula.
Let me finish. This ain't the BBC, baby.
Say, shut the hell up, brother. Shut the hell up, dog. I'm talking, bruh. As I said before, man, he's an influence. He's an influencer. So younger generation is watching this dumbass. They're going to basically replicate it.
There's other people who are going to go out and follow your lead. And the reality is, I say to you, you seem like a nice bloke. I'll even buy you a pint after this. But shame on you for encouraging people of lower intelligence than you to behave in this fashion. It's not a movement. It's a grotesque lump of narcissism.
100%.
The movement is real.
So before we speak, last time on Piers Morgan, what he said was the movement is freedom. To not be told what to do. To not be controlled. That was the movement. Let's see what his answer is now.
We outside in the districts every time. We outside means being outside with your inner self and not letting anyone tell you nothing, because no one can tell you anything. You are your own person at the end of the day.
So the movement is basically Don't give a toss about criminality. Do what you want. Don't get a proper job. Don't get a proper education. What you can be, you can be like Mizzy. You can wander around, jumping in people's houses, stealing people's dogs. Who cares?
Get his ass.
What does it matter?
Get his
Go
ass.
to prison for a couple of days, even though you have the intelligence to never need to go to prison. Who gives a toss?
The UK laws are weak.
See? There you go again. Say what I just said before. There's no repercussion. He don't give a shit. He knew what he was doing. It was his plan.
Well, they can't do it because you're now being punished for what's happened.
Get him.
Do you know what? I saw a clip when you came out of the prison, and I think I saw a different guy. But there are. This is you being released now.
How was prison?
When I went there, people were coming up to me, just supporting me, saying, "Oh, this, that, and the other. Like, I'm a fan of you."
Mizzy, I've got a question for you. Do you think that you doing this on social media will encourage other people to commit crimes, cause somebody to, be incredibly injured or something like that? Do you think you've encouraged that kind of behaviour? And he's not answering the question.
He's trying to intimidate fucking women. Oh, punk ass. See me that man, boy. Man, this dude pissing me off. Well, I've been pissed off.
You can do that to me. You're not doing it to a guest. You stare at another guest again, and I'm going to personally remove you. I'm not taking the mic. I'm not taking the mic. Or you're leaving.
I respect you, but I'm done here.
Good riddance to bad rubbish. Threatening guests does not happen on my show. We never should have had him on the show. I didn't even want him here. I think the guy's a complete and total fool. Get the security from downstairs and get rid of him.
I love it. I say he was trying to intimidate her. That's what it was. It was a form of intimidation. He's right there mugging a woman. And I'm glad he saw right through that shit. This generation right here is sad, bro. This lady's been as courteous and as nice as she can be. And because you didn't like her fucking question, but she had every right to ask, you stare her down. Like he's tough. That just shows you, man, that he ain't as tough as he say he is. We outside. Freedom. Man, send his ass to the U.S. Anyway, I'm done watching this shit, man. Well, it's over now. But I hope you guys enjoy my reaction, man. What are y'all thoughts on this situation, this Mizzy guy, man? Because it's ridiculous. Do you guys think that he has an agenda? Or do you think he's full of shit?